And welcome back to the Veil of Vesir. We are Mimic Decision, and we are a bunch of regular-ass nerds who got together and decided to play something Daggerheart-ish for, but more importantly, with all of you at home. So whether you're new to the show or an old hat at mimicking with us, go ahead and take a seat, make our table a little bigger, and get ready to help us write the story. For those who don't know us, I'm Matt. I'll be your GM tonight. With me tonight, because no matter what I throw at them, it can't be worse than watching the news, I have Tom, Tim, John, and Aubrey continuing their role as our heroes. If you want to get more background on what that's been like for them so far, you can check out our backlog and any other products or projects that we may have worked on over on youtube.com/@mimicdecision. And while you're there, check out the post section. You can see what our social media halflings been up to, coming up with fun tidbits, pieces of lore, and polls to keep you involved in between sessions. And of course, if you want to catch our sessions live and make those decisions with us in real time, you can catch us every week at 5:30 Pacific over here at twitch.tv/mimicdecision. And of course, if you like what you see, a like, follow, subscribe means a lot to us and helps us know what we need to do better and what we're doing right. All that out of the way, all that aside, let's get it down to the game. When last we played, our party, having recently reunited with Tambid's Simia friends, found themselves face to face with an odd entity guarding a door that had little reason to exist. The entity came up with some odd riddles for our party that Chad helped out with, and giving satisfactory answers, at least, the door allowed the group into the Keep Armory, where our party was able to rearm with Chad's help in picking out what kind of weapons they wanted to have moving forward. And it wasn't long after that, as they explored the keep, that they got to put those weapons to use, starting a battle with a small horde of bandits that were making use of this fort. During that fight, two new enemies emerged, one a hulking warrior, the other a mage who seems much more angry than the barbarian downstairs, but we'll see where that goes. In addition, Morella managed to once again put her mycelial powers to use, melding with the mind of the Bloom Keep and managing to turn its defenses against those mercenaries already inside. And so as the session ended, the lights in Bloom Keep fell, the poison stopped affecting our party and started affecting the enemies. And the warrior, with a mighty yell, shouldered aside his own men, charging straight at the door where Tormund was holding the line. And that is where we will pick up in just a moment. Party, do you have any questions or anything you guys need to get out of the way before I put the spotlight back to you?
I don't think so.
I got nothing.
Minions are affected in some way, right? But they're not like out.
Correct. They seem, you see their eyes glazed slightly. They seem a little less coordinated than they had a moment before. The effect is quick, but they are standing still. They are holding weapons. They are menacing and attacking all of you as this goes on. Whether or not that changes over time is yet to be seen. But
And it's dark.
right. So the lights of the Bloom Keep have dimmed around you. And yet, you find yourself able to see. Not in bright colors, not always in crisp, sharp lines like you're used to, but you're able to make out the shapes, the motions of yourself, your friends, your allies, and the enemies in the room as well, even through the darkness.
Now just me or everyone?
Everyone.
Aw, come on.
You're special, Morella, but maybe not that special.
Well, can the enemy see me? How dark is it? Can I see outline?
They can kind of look out where you guys are. You're not invisible, but the enemies will have issues hitting you.
Okay. I was just wondering if it would matter for roguey hidden cloak.
It would absolutely give you
Shenanigans.
additional advantage. So the base advantage of the darkness and the poison is going to be negative effects on the enemies, but you will have advantage on hiding in this darkness as well.
And just real quick housekeeping. Can everyone make sure that their health and stress are marked correctly on the?
Oh yeah, please everybody take a
Okay.
chance to make sure that's all good.
I believe I said it correctly for me. I'm quite damaged.
Quite damaged?
I feel quite damaged.
Like emotionally, or?
Emotionally, mentally, like...
I gotta ask, is this Morella talking or is this Aubrey talking?
I took severe damage. I mean, I took major damage, but I had to mark a thing, so I mean...
That's true.
Yeah.
That's fair. You were smoking.
I was.
Sure. All right.
Party, as I said earlier, the spotlight is on you.
Okay. Well, I think that Belu, knowing that Morella is in the room behind, and now kind of knowing that this guy is behind, is going to take his attention off of these stairs in front of him and focus it on the guy who is behind him.
Okay, that's completely reasonable. So you're going to attack him?
I'm going to make an attack with the hammer, and seeing as how he has really tried to, we'll say, perform somewhat less lethal, less gruesome attacks on people, since accidentally making someone's head explode using a hammer. And seeing as how...
I think you removed somebody's knee last week.
Well, and that was the thing, right? Seeing as how when you use a large sledgehammer on a body, pretty much anywhere, it kind of is what it is. He's going to be much less careful in his trying to protect Morella, who is... This guy's now between him and Morella, so he wants this guy to be out of the picture as much as he can be. So he's going to take that hammer and he's going to basically say, caution to the wind with the guys behind, full force right at the guy's kind of neck shoulder region here. I want this guy to be away from... I want him to be deterred from what he is currently doing. So...
Why don't you roll to hit?
Okay. It's going to be a nice one there. 25 to hit with hope.
25 to hit with hope. I can't lie, that certainly hits. And hope is great, and I promise that what I'm doing here was going to happen regardless of the hope or fear, so don't take it personally. But as Belu turns and draws his hammer to attack, and does so attack, and it looks like the swing is dead on. The hammer is on perfect arc to come up, over and down, right into that area on the mercenary where the armor and the helmet don't quite cover. The helmet's going to hit that soft flesh, or the hammer is going to hit that soft flesh and do some damage, certainly. But as we watch that happen, as that goes, just for a moment, time seems to stretch out to Belu and everybody around him. And chat, for you guys, it acts a little differently because you get pulled away from the battle, from watching this scene unfold before you, and you find yourself once again in this kind of smoke-filled room. The scent of food and ale reach your nose, and you hear a familiar voice call out once again. Well, well, well. It looks like these fighters have found themselves in a situation. Why don't all of you fine folks out there help me decide how we're going to make that situation a little more interesting? Before you have some options of modifier for this fight. Hear me out. We've got some brittle armor. That's going to make your armor, their armor, so to speak, as it is, work a little better. Take down and damage 2 notches instead of 1. But severe damage. It's going to take out an armor and not be limited at all. Choice 2, high stakes. Oh, I like this one. When someone inflicts stress on an enemy, inflict double that stress. When you spend stress, spend double that stress. Other effects don't change. And we've got slippery when wet. We're going to grease that floor down there and let them slip slide around any way you want. It's going to make doing just about anything a little more difficult. Mechanically speaking, we're talking about any movement will require an agility roll, and a failure on that roll will result in negative impacts to your action roll attached to it. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. We forgot an entire option for you lot. Let me get that up there for you. We've got push your damage luck. This one's a little fun. The players and the enemies down there can re-roll their damage dice as many times as they want, but if it ever goes down, they're stuck. So, audience, what do you think would be the most fun?
Those are some good ones.
Hardy, do you guys have any thoughts on what you'd like to see happen?
I mean, they're bi-directional, so they've got some disadvantages, I'll say. When you do damage as a DM, is it with a D20 or is it with, like, what does that look like?
So I roll to attack with the D20, unlike you guys with your hope dice, your duality dice. But when I do damage, it's just like you guys.
Okay.
Generally speaking, I give the enemy a damage die based on what they're supposed to do, and then their level and proficiency affect how many dice that time I roll.
Okay. So similar.
Yeah, they're very similar to you guys. They just have a very simplified stat blocks. Largely.
Okay. Yeah, I guess in Daggerheart you can actually make them more similar because you can't one-shot anybody. Oh, go ahead, Tom.
My internet cut out a little bit, but brittle armor is we take less damage on major.
When you use
but,
armor,
more on severe.
you get out of 2
like,
notches. But if you take severe, you lose an armor slot and you don't get the benefit.
So, but can we still pop an armor slot on severe anyway?
No.
Or not?
No.
Like an extra one?
No.
Okay.
Severe is going to hit harder because of this.
Right.
Yeah.
And high stakes?
But it does seem like the audience is leaning toward high stakes.
I like
High
high
stakes
stakes, honestly.
What
High
was
stakes
high
is
stakes?
Doubles the cost, basically doubles the cost.
Doubles
of
the amount of stress you
strats.
have to use, but if you inflict stress, it doubles that as well. Right?
Oh, I can see why Tambit likes that one.
Yes, right.
Well, so should you.
It's going to cost him too, though.
I like it also because,
I mean, my healing currency is stress. So that one could be an interesting one there.
That does
yeah.
appear to be what the chat has decided. So,
does indeed.
without spending too much time in this other weird place, let's get back to that moment when Bailu was swinging that hammer for everything he was worth down into that mercenary who was threatening Morella.
Right. Sounded like a hit.
Just like that, as time speeds back up, you feel this sense of anxiety in your gut. Not enough to throw you off, but enough to make you blink and wonder for a second. But the hammer swings through into the mercenary. Why don't you roll damage?
I will do that very thing right now. No whammies. No whammies. Yeah, some whammies. Is that a 1 or a 7? Nah, it's a 1. Okay, that is 12. 15 damages to the bad guy.
That is an excellent hit, and that is certainly enough to not just knock him away from Morella, but knock him away from this plane of existence.
Oh, Okay.
Your hammer comes crashing down into that soft spot, and you see his head just kind of crick toward the hammer, and you feel the spine give as the hammer comes through, snapping his neck and effectively ending his life.
He's gonna, like, as soon as the swing is done and he sees kind of what happens, he's gonna say, "Oh, I am so sorry." And he's gonna pull the hammer back, just kind of like look around, like, okay.
You apologize to him?
I only meant to keep him away from the door.
Just so you know, something maybe big and scary is up the stairs. It's not down here yet, but just so you know.
Well,
How quietly are you saying that?
I mean, I'm like just peeking around from the other room right now, so I think Baloo's right there. You might hear. I'd probably say it loud enough you guys could hear, actually. I mean, who cares if the other people hear? They already know.
Okay.
Or where?
I know the guy's there.
Yeah. There's a big and scary coming the other way also.
Oh, good.
As you say it, you just hear this roar bellow down the hall, and the sound of footsteps pounding down the hallway. This guy continues to knock these soldiers out of the way. Several of them come smacking against the wall. He's not quite to you yet, but he is real close. Still on the bar.
Seeing that, I would like to attack Big Boy. And I'm going to spend a hope to try to make him my focus.
Okay. That's after the hit, right?
No, that one I spend the hope when I attack.
Oh, okay.
To spread it to other people is after a hit. That's a 21 with hope.
21 with hope. That flies in, and he tries to bring his axe up to knock it away with the half, and he misses. The arrow skirting the edge of that axe, sinking into his shoulder. Roll damage.
I'm gonna burn, now that I've hit, I'm gonna burn 3 more hope to hit the guy north and east of me as well.
East of you. Okay. Got it.
The 2 furthest.
The 2 furthest?
Furthest in, like, towards us.
Oh, the closest then.
You know, the reverse furthest.
Yeah, the ones who made it the furthest. Sorry.
I follow.
All right, so let's see, that's a good roll. For 19 damage, and Big
Okay.
Guy must mark now 2 stress.
Nice.
The 19 damage.
Correct, yes.
That's 2 stress for you, John.
That is 2 points of damage, but he is going to spend an armor
It's
to
not.
reduce it to 1.
I have used no stress.
Oh, nice.
The arrow hits him in the shoulder, and he grunts. Not particularly bothered, but the same cannot be said for the 2 bandits to your north and east. Those shots find their mark cleanly in their throats, dropping both of them.
There you go.
Spotlight's still on the party.
All right. Why am I looking at the Twitch stream? Not the smartest person around. I'm going to hit the guy right in front. Right in front of me. This one. Again. I am not used to doing this on a laptop.
It's all good.
Sorry. So I'm pulling. Yeah. So I'm going to attack with a forceful push on him.
Who are you attacking? The guy next to you?
Yeah, sorry. I pinged him. I don't know if it was visible. The blue
Sorry, I
one
was
right in
looking
front of me.
elsewhere.
Yeah.
This one? Yeah, I think.
Yep. The one that is between me and the big guy that's coming in.
Yep.
It's really Well, I rolled a 6 with hope, but a 6. I rolled a
least you
1 and
rolled
a
with
2.
6 with hope.
The
Okay.
lowest I can roll without critting
Yes.
from a double 1.
This is what happens for all the crits.
Yes. Okay.
Payback.
We'll see how it holds up. Yeah, a 6 does not hit the this mercenary. Even in the darkness, he hears something in your attack and blindly brings his sword up and across his face, just enough force to misdirect your halberd. It comes down on the ground to his side, and he kind of jumps, kind of in surprise at the contact and the noise, because again, he doesn't see you very well, but he's still standing.
Oh, did we have advantage attacking, or was there no mechanical effect to it?
No, they have disadvantage on hitting you.
I see. Got it. All right. Well, do I go for a second swing, or somebody else want to go?
We've got a fungal that's controlling a fortress.
Seems important.
I think it's time actually for our rangers to come up with some
If I'm
volleys.
actively
Oh, sorry.
controlling it.
Well, we don't know that. You touched a wall and weird things happened. What are we supposed
That's
to
true.
Seemed good for us.
I'm so glad you guys didn't like set up in here, because I was like, man, I'm gonna try to be weird, and then all these people are gonna be around.
I mean, does us being
and
around prevent you from being
Nomad?
weird?
Well, if the bad guys were in there, like, fighting actively, I couldn't, be in my corner as well.
Staring at a wall, as far as anyone can
Yeah.
tell,
Like,
right?
be weird in front of people.
Gonna go stand in the corner. Just act very still.
Yeah, actually, she's just, like, leaving you guys right now. You don't even know.
Yeah.
So the Stimia alongside you guys
Yeah, I'm
draw their
opposed to it.
bows and let out their own volley. Range and Nobad both finding hits. Timba going a little wide on his and dropping 2 more guards for you.
All right.
I like that.
Mhm.
Can I see the guy on the stairs? Like, if I move a little bit?
Not yet.
guy
No.
in front of me?
He's still standing where the
Oh.
stairs themselves are blocking. He hasn't moved since you last sensed him.
The regular dude?
The main. Oh, the regular guy on the stairs. Yeah, you can see him. Sorry, I thought you meant the guy upstairs.
No.
Yes,
So
you
I
You
and
can
my
absolutely see him.
hidden cloaked goodness
Mhm.
am going to try to let this guy see me through in rapture.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's see if that works. That's a 9 plus 3, that's a 12 with hope. If that works. Does that not hit him?
That is
How
not
dare.
enough to bring him under your sway. He looks at you and
Fine.
he's certainly interested. You catch his eye, but he is able to look away at the end of it all.
That's funny. And then I'm going to use a bunch of hope to increase my evasion.
Bunch of hope. Okay.
A bunch.
That's until you get hit again, right?
Yes. So I'm going to increase it. It'll be 17.
That's a Dungeons and Dragons armor class, not an evasion.
Right? Costing all my
My
hope to
standard
do it.
evasion.
Okay, well, you don't have to brag.
All right.
What I'm good at.
Armory didn't have armor.
Spotlight's still on the party, I believe.
Belu and I'm looking at like evasion. Like, what is this number goes above 10? Like, is that?
Yeah,
I
what?
thought it capped there.
Yeah, like that. Like that's like an aspirational goal for us at the end game. I think is to get
If
up
you
to
play a
20.
really squishy person,
digits
maybe
are
your
mythical.
evasion goes up.
No. Some might say we're squishy now. Okay, so Belu, after hearing that there is a big scary at the top of the stairs, and sees that there is really just the one guy left on the stairs going down in front of him.
Mhm.
That's correct.
Correct.
I'm going to. I'd like to take my hammer and just kind of push on this guy to really just move him out of the way and down a couple of steps, if I can, and then start walking up the stairs a bit to see if I can see what kind of big bad is going on up there.
Okay, I want to clarify. Are you saying that you're trying to actually push him, or are you saying that euphemistically you're swinging your hammer at him?
No. This is me actually just saying, like, hey, you get like taking the rod into the hammer. Like, hey, no, like you go down a bit. I'm gonna go up here. Like push it, like
All right.
not in like a bullying way, but it would be seen that way probably.
Oh, it's bullying. You're bullying him.
I am
You're,
bullying him a little bit.
you're
I was gonna
shoving
say,
him down
that's
the stairs
totally
and saying you're not
bullying.
important enough for me to attack.
Stop hitting yourself. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's kind of the deal. Is I
Um,
really just want to move him out of the way and give the rangers behind me time to just sort of like acquire whatever target they're wanting to acquire on this guy.
Yeah, make
So
a
I
standard
can-
attack roll.
Okay. Plus 2 is 12 with hope.
Go with hope. You kind of ran the head of the hammer, broad end, right into his chest, and you get a nice solid out of him as he wheezes a bit from the contact. But this guy is kind of quick on the response, and he kind of dances off to the side, taps the hammer wide so it kind of skirts off of him, and he steps forward, and he's going to make an attack.
Okay.
That is I can't read numbers. There we go. That is a 17 to hit,
Yes.
which I think, as we established, is certainly going to hit Belu.
And will forever.
It's a pretty good roll, to be fair. That is 9 points of damage to Belu in response to it.
Okay. That will. No, actually, it stays minor. Okay.
Oh, wait, one second. Or,
Oh, no.
actually, it doesn't. What's your evasion?
7?
Oh, okay, yeah. I can't get a minus 10 on a d6, so their disadvantage does not matter on that
Yeah.
attack.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Spotlight's still in the party.
I'll shoot at my new giant friend again.
Okay.
That's 17 with hope.
17.
Good answer.
Sammy
Good
does bring the blade around at the right angle, and rather than the haft, he swirls the axe up surprisingly dexterously, and the blade slices the arrowhead and all in twain, and it just parts around
Pretty
him.
impressive. Wow. All right.
And
Wait,
then he
wait.
grins.
Did it then kill 2 of the guys that are behind him?
It does not.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure that the
Good.
arrow does not have the kinetic energy to split itself on something.
It's a very sharp axe.
I don't know what you just said. I'm going to choose to
He's
ignore
moving it very
all of it.
fast.
Anyway,
Just the
I'm going to
rule
go
of
help.
cool.
I'm going to go help Tambed and smack that guy next to him, or try to.
That
I think
that
Wait,
that
friends.
is that is
That's
range.
friends.
Not food.
Range killed the bad guy next to me. Next to us.
Friendship.
What?
Remember, Simia are
Okay.
your friend.
Wait, this guy's. Oh,
Three,
yeah.
guys in green
Yeah.
are
Range, yeah, range is with me.
sorry.
They are.
I rushed to get here, and I'm not.
It's all good, my
Yeah.
friend.
Mhm.
Take your time.
So I'm going to smack this guy. I really meant to smack this guy from the get-go.
Yes.
Just be clear.
Naturally.
It was dark. I saw it as I got close to him that it was a simia, and so I decided to go for the other target. That's really what happened here.
Thank you for the annotations there.
Sorry, what?
But yeah,
I said thank you for the annotation.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
It looks wrong. Did I spell it wrong?
No, you spelled it right.
Like, how did I spell
That's right.
It just looks
Good
like
luck
baby's
on
first
writing.
graffiti.
That's basically my handwriting. So.
Mine's worse.
19 with hope this time.
That certainly hits, yeah.
Okay, so
So you guys haven't been rolling great, but I want to point out you haven't, I don't think, rolled with fear yet.
no.
Not yet. It's all been hope.
Yeah, actually.
Giving you guys quite
Right,
the momentum.
But there have been no like multiple crits in a row, so it's better for you right now.
Just hitting the one guy, right?
But yeah, I only have one, but it's 19 plus 6. Sorry, 13 plus 6 is 19, and and 2 stress. So I'm going to leave it there. 19 and 2 stress. Well,
Okay.
1 stress, but the extra one from the high
High
stakes thing that
stakes,
we took.
sure. Yeah. The stress turns out not to matter as you cleave this mercenary in twain, much like the previous arrow.
Can the enemy next to him be stressed from seeing that?
Roll me a duality dice.
I am back, I think.
Roll me a duality dice. No modifier, just something.
It is, by the way, it is significantly less fun to roll without real dice and to roll on a
I
screen.
agree.
Same.
19 with hope, though.
19 with hope. Okay. I will honor your request. And as these minions here do not have stress slots, that stress flows over into damage, and this man's heart stops while watching you carve his friend in half.
I think I had a
Happiness.
heart attack.
Nice.
What?
I'm going to take that moment to spend 2 fear.
Oh,
to
this is bad.
spotlight a couple of my units.
It was
here.
nice knowing you all.
So first up, our big boy is going to step up and take his spot in front of Torment, knocking this guy back 5 feet. And he is going...
He just knocks him out of the way.
Is this guy really like 10 feet by 10 feet? Like, that is huge. Like,
Yeah.
He's large. So his actual height is just over 7 feet tall, and he is as broad as a man can be essentially at that height, without being like misshapen.
Okay.
Essentially, he's a big guy. The
But
space
still,
on the
like,
map is a
human size.
little large, but that is the space he takes up.
Right.
Just like you're not actually 5 feet by 5 feet.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, he
Yeah,
comes in with this massive axe that he's got, and he is going to take a swing. Just a straight attack.
Miss.
That is a 16 to hit.
that very much hits. Yes.
For 16 points of physical damage as his axe comes in, cutting through your armor and digging into your shell.
Okay.
And I did spend 2 fear, so I think now it's time to
I'm marking an armor and taking a damage.
bring our other player onto the field. Coming down
You don't have to.
the stairs, you see kind of rushing around, his one hand on the wall as he looks around wildly, his eyes just dart straight through the darkness over Belu's head and at Morella crouched in the darkness, his eyes just locked with you, like he knows exactly where you are. The one hand is still kind of sliding along the wall. His nails are carving against it, and they have grown out almost into like claws. He is an Inferni, by the way. He has gray skin and his horns coming out of his head, and currently his eyes are glowing bright red. That's not normal, at least not with this intensity. So, but he looks at Morella, and I think he is going to, attempt to fire a bolt of lightning out of his hand as he flashes it off the rock, making sparks. It kind of channels that spark into this bolt straight at Morella, but I think he might be okay. That is a 14 to hit.
That
does not hit.
Yes.
Oh.
Morella
Okay.
manages to dodge, dancing into the darkness, dancing through the smoke of the spores. The bolt just passes through the space where she was a moment before. The mage just kind of gnashes his teeth and shouts at you, and you just can feel the anger kind of radiating off in the sky. But that's both my fears spent. So spotlight back to the party.
Okay, I'm going to just step in real quick. I'm going to retract in my shell is the mechanical thing, but I'm basically going to kind of lean sideways and hide behind shell and armor is really what more happens. But yes, that is actually a Galapa feature.
What's the effect?
Something. I was looking if there's a card for it, but either way, what it actually does is mark a stress to retract in your shell. So it's a little bit not
Stress.
great. Yep, I'm doing this now. While in your shell, you have resistance to physical damage, but I have disadvantage on action rolls and can't move.
Okay.
So it's like a lot. It's like gain and lose, right? Like it's
So you turtle up and you become defensive at a cost. I like it. Okay.
yeah. So it's like you can, I can still attack, but it has a penalty basically associated with
Absolutely.
it.
Sure.
Right?
Okay. Excuse me.
I'm going to still throw a smirk at him.
Yep.
Does
Anything
that
else
force?
attached? There was no action, so
And that I'm asking, I can leave the action to someone else.
sure.
Or
You don't have to.
do I have? Right.
You know,
I just wanted to retreat before you used another fear to use them, and now if somebody
fair.
else needs to
That's
go,
fair.
they can go.
Or he could hit you again.
you know that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Why don't I go ahead and spend a fear to once again spotlight the warrior? Not to do what you said, but to spend another fear to.
Why are we giving him ideas?
to call out once again for aid. And so he gets to summon, where are my dice? A number of allies. Ooh, nice. So he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Made like a silent spell in here.
Like a factory making those guys in there?
So he summons 9 more warriors. You hear a small number of them coming from the stairs below. These guys are all on the stairs. Just as a heads up, the others.
What?
The others
Ah.
are
Guys who
filtered
were
They were
slow to
going
put
for
their pants on?
Tormin.
out of the hall behind the warrior. He looks at Tormin, turtle up in his shell, and he flexes his arms and his hands around his axe so that you can hear the wood creak underneath of it. And he looks back at the extra warriors now lining up behind him. He just shrugs and smiles back. Spotlight back to the party.
Well, this has been a strange turn of events as it was almost empty in front of Belu and now it's very full. So he is
So
going
just
to...
as a reminder, there are 3 guys on the stairs. And kind of
Yep.
stack themselves
Yep.
a lot of this, but
So Belu is going to take a slight step back.
Mhm.
And he is going to let his hammer loose at the mage, who is now visible.
Okay.
And we're going to see. Oh, jeez, come on. Just step back, and he's not going to passively let it go. He's not going to toss it. He's actively giving it a little something now. We'll see if that hurts his accuracy at all here. 16 with hope. Is that correct?
I don't know what you're
I
asking.
don't know.
It is correct. Yes.
think it
No,
was
it
a
is. No,
crit.
like intern
I
had
hope
to
so.
take some time to add in my head.
Was
Need
it
to add
correct?
2
to
eights?
something, and it took a minute. Yes, that's correct. 16 with hope.
16 with hope. Okay. Our mage is going to spend 1 stress, which of course becomes 2 stress, to throw up a shield. And that magical shield takes away a lot of the impetus from the attack, so that the hammer just kind of knocks him back a step. You see him kind of jostle, and he frowns again, and for the first time his eyes break off of where Morella's standing and kind of comes to look at Bailu, and that there's just the weight of that gaze is something, certainly.
Well, I'm going to spend a stress now, which is going to be 2 stress.
Okay.
And have that hit an additional enemy
Okay.
on its way back to me, basically. So it's going to slap one person on the stairs, so I'll do a quick damage roll.
That is so good.
That's really cool.
Yep. That is 15 damage.
15 damage, yeah. That does
the
take,
cost
let's
of 2
call it
stress.
the frontmost guy on the stairs down, as the mage smacks it away, and it just kind of whips around, smacking right into this mercenary coming up the stairs behind it.
A little bit of help out here.
Spotlight's still on the party.
Yeah, I thought Torment kind of shrink in, so I'm gonna renew my shooting at the big guy efforts, and hopefully hit this time.
You can also do your like many things. Like this is Torment. Like little
Yes,
guys
I have
are
enough-
going to.
I do have enough hope to do that this time if I hit, but I have to hit.
I see.
Well, then hit.
Couldn't you
that-
shoot at a
I'm
little
pretty sure
guy
that's
and
gonna hit.
multi-hit to the
That-
big guy?
I can do it to 2 additional targets regardless of who I target.
The
So I'm
little
still
guys are
targeting the
easier
big
to
guy.
hit, right?
Sure, but I need to attack the guy I'm focusing on to do the
Okay.
stress.
I see. Oh, I see.
Okay, so I rolled a 23 with hope.
That hits.
This time I will burn 2 stress and 3 hope, so I'm going to target the 2 closest minions to me and increase my proficiency by 1.
Okay.
Good damage roll. Alright, so that is 12, 16 plus 6, 22 damage.
22 damage. That's to the big guy and to the 2 nearest to you, you said?
Yep.
Is that correct?
And big guy marks 2 stress now.
Okay. Stress is
4 if
so
it's
marked.
severe.
He is
I
going
don't
to
think it
spend
is.
an armor to take the damage down. Okay. And that is also going to kill the 2 guys who are on the stairs behind you.
You're not shooting at hallway buddies. I see.
Tempest is rapid firing.
Yep.
Spotlight's still on the party. I have not seen that fear yet.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna throw the returning blade at the big scary on the stairs.
On the mage, okay.
I'm gonna try to. I don't want to be arrogant. I'm gonna try. Okay. Ooh. That is not great. Is that symbol a 12? No, that is not. That's the symbol for 1.
Oh.
Okay. So that's a 9 to not hit, but it is with hope.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
That's fine.
Yeah, so the dagger just goes wide. The mage looking at it just kind of looks at you like his anger just momentarily.
That's
dissipated as
rude.
his-
So So this thing has been like ragey and hateful,
making
but it's
fun of
just
you.
like, wow, you look really bad. Amazing.
Ragey and hateful,
God,
but
you know
also with a
what?
little bit of sass to him, you know.
I'm gonna move behind the wall over here and just hide and stare.
All right. Spotlight's still on the party. Jesus Christ.
I'm going to try smacking the big dude now.
Do it.
Hold on. 1 sec, let me roll my prayer dice first real quick. Okay. Okay, disadvantage. I rolled 15 with hope with the disadvantage, and I'm going to add a prayer die to make it 19.
That's a hit. Roll your damage.
Big number,
Okay,
big
so-
number.
Big damage, no whammy.
Yes.
Okay, 18 plus a d8. Sorry, like all the die that you have to roll.
That's where the physical dice really shine.
Yes, they really do. That is 18, 21. And I will burn a hope to make him vulnerable.
Okay.
And
Did
he
you
marks
take
2 stress.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, and stress, baby.
Very
Mhm.
nice.
Somebody
Vulnerable
stress
is
volcano.
when we attack him, we have advantage. Is that right?
Correct.
Yes.
Nice. Is it still to the party?
Yes.
Sorry, how much damage was it?
18 plus 3, 21.
2 points of
That's
hit
really good.
damage. He will mark another armor. Just take that to 1.
And the
All right.
stress, though.
Yeah, I
Forget
marked
the
it.
stress.
Yes, I
Yeah.
marked it.
I like that.
Is it time for the Rangers to go?
Yeah, do they all shoot?
Sure.
Or do we
why
go?
not? I think now is a reasonable time for them to make 3 more shots. Let's see. So I'm gonna put them all on guard duty. Oh, first one's a crit.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Second is a miss.
Well.
Third's a miss. So range gets a good shot and takes this guy out of the room, but the other 2 attempt shots down the hallway and go a little wide.
Okay.
Back to the party.
So, how big does this mage guy look?
Not very big. Like 5'3", 5'4" in height. Looks kind of frail.
Okay. I promise Belu is not a bully. But he's going to try and pull this guy down off the stairs. Just physically grab his mage robes and yank him down off the stairs where he is in range and in view of the other people that could potentially also help shoot him or do
So-
something to him.
Bill is not the bully, but what about Tim?
Like maybe a little bit, but again, right? He's doing this to help because he's blocked from a lot of the other guys by the stairs. So this pulls him down onto the same level, which lets everyone see him and potentially do some damage at him.
So this is an unarmed attack essentially.
Okay.
Like a strength roll?
And one would
probably
say that
best
using your
strength
hand to do
roll.
something does make this
But
an
let me
armed
double
attack.
check to see if there's anything specific for this.
More like a
Lift,
grapple.
Smash grapple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
or grapple
this is just a
damage.
strength roll.
Okay. Oh gosh, come back.
And technically you're doing more
Ooh,
than
or
what-
instinct.
or
Gosh, I just knocked it over. What was it? It was this. Okay.
Instinctual bullying.
Deep down, a voice
10,
inside of
22 with a
heart just says, "That's right. Take him over. Make him cry.
Says he's short. Beat him up.
Take his lunch money."
No. Again, pulling him down off the stairs so that
Wait,
he
you say
is.
it's 22 with hope.
Yes. The 12 and
Yeah.
a 7, and then I've got the 3 modifiers.
You reach up and you get a good solid grip on his robes, and they feel rough. They look fine, but they feel like almost like sackcloth, rough, almost abrasive against your skin. And that dissonance between like the almost silken look across his body and the feel in your hands throws you just for a second, not enough to actually impact this. And you just kind of shake it off, and or maybe you don't. I'll let you decide. But nonetheless, you finish your action and you pull him several steps down, so he is kind of staring eye to eye with you, and he's still a couple steps above you, and you manage to even the height out and bring him down into sight of everybody else. Spotlight still
Running through that fear.
No.
he's going to make an attack against Balo in response to that.
It's anti-bullying.
That is an 11 to hit.
It's not bullying. Yes, that hits. It does indeed. Sounds like did that sound like a lot of dice to everybody else?
It did. It did.
Did you, I mean, it
Yeah.
sounded
Last
like
time
more
you did
than
that,
usual.
I took a ton of damage.
Maybe one of them was like a
67 damage
disadvantage
too.
dice.
Oh yeah,
I like
does he
your
have
option.
disadvantage? to
Yeah,
hit?
didn't this guy have disadvantage?
I think he knew where I was regardless, though.
Yeah, you're special. Does a 9 hit?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
it
Still
was in
hits.
his head.
Okay. Then that is 26 points of magical damage as
a bunch.
another bolt of lightning coalesces in his palm and just blasts right into Balo's chest.
Ooh, can I armor that?
Yes, you can armor magic damage. There is a thing called indirect or direct damage that cannot be, but magic, I'm certain, as far as I'm aware, can be.
And it was
tell me if
20
I'm wrong, but for today you can.
20. How much?
26.
Okay, I'm going to armor that, which is going to take that down into major damage, and take my 2 health ticks there.
Spotlight back to the party. He grins and just like there's something wrong in this guy's head. Like as you get a closer look at him, you can see now his emotions seem to just kind of swap back and forth. There isn't something clear about it. Like he enjoyed hitting you, hurting you there, but he's very quickly back to just kind of glowering around the room, especially at the like you can see through the wall to where Morella's hiding.
Hmm.
Right, I'll shoot at the large man again.
Do it.
Oh, hang on, with advantage. In good
yeah.
news, Matt, it is going to be with fear, but I think it's still going to hit. 16, 19, 20
Since
with
what
fear.
is it with good news?
20 with fear does hit.
That's going to do 15 damage and a total of 2 stress.
$15 is minor damage. So you'll take that. Stress, however, takes away his remaining stress.
Yeah.
Does that mean that future stress goes straight to hit points?
Correct.
Now, if
Hmm.
it's 2 stress, is that 2 hit points?
Yes.
Ooh,
Nice.
okay.
He is, however, going to take advantage of that fear you rolled with and make
Yep.
an attack against Tormund. With
Sorry,
disadvantage.
Tormund.
Tank it.
Ooh,
Take
I
it.
think you might be good on this. Yeah, you're good. That's a 4 to hit.
Yes.
I'm gonna spend another fear. Swings again.
How does it feel to finally have someone miss you, Tom? It's got to feel
I mean,
amazing.
you'll experience it
Yeah.
at some point, I'm sure.
Yeah,
and
the-
you'll see
the
how
two
it
of
feels.
you, it's
Maybe. We just have to keep finding the guys with disadvantage. It's gonna
10
happen.
hit.
Damn it.
No.
Yes. I mean, with numbers that high, how can I possibly dodge that? Like,
Yeah, that's basically a crit.
I mean,
That is 19 points of physical damage as the axe comes swinging in. And he is going to spend a fear on hit to inflict 2 stress on you.
hey now.
It's when
As he comes
Tormund plays the
Bearing in underneath, behind the axe, the digging in where he left the blade digging into your armor and shell, and you just find him pushing you up against the wall. Seeing you turtling up, he just kind of grinds your shell against the stone, and you feel it start to just, you know it's too strong, but you feel it start to give just a little bit.
Yeah, like that creaking thing that wood does.
And you
when-
can't help the trickle of sweat that appears on your forehead at that. Spotlight back to the party.
I'm going to respond to that. Kind of like push him away slightly and then go swing around with my halberd. I imagine he wasn't holding down, right? It was like more of a push into the.
Yeah, it was just in the motion. You hit the wall, you ground there a bit, and then he stepped back and you came down and make your attack.
Right. So I'm doing it kind of in the follow-up of that attack that he did. But I will steady myself. I've been in this situation before, maybe not against somebody that big, but in situations where I'm like, you know, in a bad situation, fighting against odds and everything. I'm going to add my veteran of the front line experience to it.
Oh yeah, spend your hope.
Okay. And you have to do the experience before you roll, right?
I don't know the answer to that. I don't care to restrict you with that at the moment. I'd allow it after the roll. You're trying to hit him, correct?
Yeah, it is with
Difficulty is
fear.
19, so you know.
Yeah, I hit pretty comfortably, but it's with fear. Rolled a 3 hope and 11 on the fear dice. And I don't have disadvantage because you didn't clear the vulnerable. So I don't have advantage nor disadvantage, right? And we swing.
You have advantage. Why wouldn't you? What?
Because I
disadvantage.
have
Because he has
disadvantage because I'm in my
disadvantage from being
shell.
in his shell.
Oh, right. I forgot about that. Sorry. Yeah.
So, but they cancel out.
They do. Do they? I think you roll both and subtract and add.
Well, I thought they canceled.
Advantage and disadvantage always cancel each other out when applied to the same roll.
Okay.
You'll never roll both at the same time. Yeah.
That's silly. That would be more fun that way.
It
We'll come
probably
back to that
would have
later.
been more fun. Yeah, like
We'll come back to that
does
later.
sound
Go
more-
ahead.
Could house rule that later.
We might, yeah.
20.
That does sound like fun.
24. Uh, 26.
To hit? Yeah, you're good.
No, damage. That
Oh,
was the damage.
damage 26.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. I had said I hit, but I didn't. The number was I rolled 17 plus 3, 19. I had rolled 21 on the with fear. It's with fear.
Yeah, I got
But
the
yeah.
fear. Okay. Yeah, that does bring you up to severe damage, which he's going to spend an honor to come take down to major, and he will lose 2 health points there.
So that's 4
Isn't
health
he
damage
also-
to him on that hit.
And stress, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
isn't
but
that
that's-
stress with that new halberd?
2 stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yes, 2 stress.
Yeah, it's 4 total takes if you're reducing by 1.
Do you spend a stress to
Nope.
inflict one? Oh, okay. Just
No.
part of the thing.
It's a weaker. It does less damage. The axe, the polearm, the halberd.
I
That's
gotcha.
what it does less damage on the hit. It goes from a D10 to a D8, so it's a bit of a decrease, but
I mean,
More
still
stress.
certainly worth it on this one, right?
You roll with fear, so I'm going to take my turn, and I'm actually going to have my magey boy dash through the darkness past Bailu. And he shouts as he runs through the door, "You took my toy!" And he is going to cast at Morella. Not at disadvantage. But I think that's a 16 to hit.
That does not.
Morella dances out again. The early powering up of her evasion is certainly paying off. That's all I got. Back to the party.
I will throw a knife because that's rude that it came all the way over here. Yelling about toys. That is a 17-20 with hope.
That hits.
Cool. Okay. Then damage is 11 plus 3 is 14 plus 18. 18 damage.
18 damage, that is. Severe damage on our mage.
I saw you going for the salute.
I was waiting. I was right there waiting.
No, Mullet's like, he's getting ready. He's getting ready.
The guy, no, okay. I mean, that's
That
still
is
good.
an
Severe damage is
excellent-
better than salute.
That's an excellent hit as the dagger sinks to the hilt, right in the mage's gut, who just kind of sharply inhales and glares at you some more. Yeah. Okay. Spotlight's still to the party.
Okay. I think Bailu's going to step down just a little bit. Going to keep an eye on the mage where he can see it and kind of get here towards the door where he can also see the other big bad out there. He's kind of going to smile a little bit, and he's going to launch his hammer again, like give it a really, really good throw because this guy looks like he can take it. I feel like I'm less likely to take any body part off of him, so I can actually just kind of go at it here. Like, it feels more fair, I guess. I don't know how to describe that.
Right.
And so it's going to throw the hammer. And I was going to add hopes and prayers to this if I missed, but it's 2 7s, so I did not miss. That's pretty cool.
That's a tie?
That's a tie. Yeah.
Tie.
At some point, we need to go back and take a look at like number of rolls versus crits because I feel like it's been abnormally high.
If we make this show good enough to get an audience, somebody will do that work for us, I'm sure. Until
Yeah,
then,
sure,
let
absolutely.
us focus on making it entertaining.
Well, I mean, I'm also because I threw at that guy, and I don't have to, but I want to because I was going to get advantage on him, and this was part of my whole plan. So I just want to see what that would. It would have added 3, so it would have helped anyway. I would have hit either way because it would have been a 20, but I didn't need it. So I do damage on him.
You do.
I do. What is it? Full dice plus
Roll dice
Normal
plus
roll?
roll.
Oh my
Plus your
gosh.
modifier.
Okay. Well,
And your modifier.
14 and 7. So that's 17 plus 24 is 31. No. Is 41? No. Yeah. No. Is it 41? I think it's 41. 17 plus 4. No, 17 plus 24.
Yep.
I think it's 41.
That-
Is it 30? That's 41. 24, 17.
41. Yeah.
41.
Yeah, it's 41.
Yes.
Correct.
Okay. 41 damage to
I'm
Captain
just
Barbarian.
enjoying listening.
Severe damage.
Just- I
brings
know,
the
like-
armor down to major damage.
if the problem is if you hand me a calculator, I'm still second guessing myself on this is the problem. And then I want like to mark 2 stress. And now the way that I see this working in my head is like when you're playing fetch with a golden retriever and it goes and gets the stick and then it comes back to you most of the way and then it's like, it changes its mind and kind of runs away from you again.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the hammer is doing when I mark my stress here. And it's going and hitting the mage as well.
Can it reach both?
They just have to be in within close range, which is 30 feet. So it can fly from my hand to attack an adversary within close range, and then return to me and mark a stress to target an additional adversary within range with the same attack roll. So it is within
Yes.
range of me.
That works.
Is how I read that. So the mage is also going to take a 41-point hammer blow.
Okay. That is, I think it is fair to say, also. Oh, no, that is in fact brutal damage on our mage.
I was gonna say, is it brutal?
Thresholds.
I thought it would have taken some
For
armor.
anybody who doesn't know, that is 4 points of health from our mage, who I will say only had 2 points of health.
Nice.
Okay.
So
It just looks like it knocks him out, though, right? Like it's just like a nice, like gentle, like you just kind
So
of.
the hammer
like he's
goes
taking a nap.
flying
It's like
out
decapitated.
of Beiluf's
No.
hand
He just like, oh,
directly
I've hurt, and he lays down
at the
under
warrior,
his own power.
who is still squaring off with Torment. And the blow comes in solidly right into the guy's shoulder. It looks like it makes it pop up and out, like almost like he's dislocated his shoulder. And he just kind of flings his arm in anger and pain as it comes in, which flicks the hammer back out, and just with a little bit of oomph, a little bit of power from Bailu, that hammer twists through the air, flying toward our mage.
Like the
coming
movie
around.
Wanted, where they curve the bullets, right?
Very much so. And much like a bullet, when the hammer reaches the mage, it just meets his torso and just goes through. The torso.
Sideways?
Okay, maybe
Yes.
I should go to that armory and get a different weapon because this one is really violent. Like
This is going great.
Goes
This one
through
seems
the
unnecessarily,
mage's rib
like,
Oh
cage,
my
violent.
god.
before flying back to Bailu. Is it returning?
yes,
I
it
get
comes back.
splattered with guts.
No. The angle was not to
Yeah,
Morella.
yes.
Physically speaking, you were saved there by the angle of attack. And the mage just lets out this roar of anguish and anger as he looks down at his chest where this sucking wound has appeared, and just tries to. I should say he tries to roar out anguish and anger.
going to
But
ask,
what really
like-
comes out is. But as he starts to fall, as his knees buckle, and he drops down to the ground with kind of a thud, and then just kind of falls off to the side, now no longer among the living. The world seems to slow again. And much like that moment when Morella loosed that knife at the entity of lights, not too far from where you're standing right now, time seems to stop as the mage crumbles to the ground. And right there, as time stops, we are going to take our break. Just a little bit early today. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with the continuation. And audience, I've got something for you as soon as we get back. So stay tuned. And welcome back to the Veil of Vesir. When we stopped, we were in the middle of combat with our party and some bandits down deep in the subterranean roots here in Vesir. And Belu had just, with a very well-thrown hammer, managed to deal a nice chunk of damage to their warrior enemy, as well as put a hammer-sized, hammer-shaped hole in the mage's chest. And as he slumped down to the ground, time once again seems to stretch out and slow down around us. And chat, I'm going to ask you once again to come with me and leave this fight behind for a moment as we go back to the smoke-filled room, once again watching this from an angle above, an angle that probably doesn't really exist in Blue Keep, but gives you an excellent view of what's going on before you. And the voice again. Well, you certainly made that a little bit more interesting with all that extra stress flying about. I think everybody's just drenched to the knickers with all that sweat. But I think we can make this fight a little more interesting. Don't you? Now, our intrepid adventurers here managed to put a rather unceremonious end to our mage friend here. But for all of you at home, well, I think I wanted to let you have another chance to make this fight a little more interesting. So I'm not going to be too specific here, but I've got a little helping hand that I can send down, and you know.
You hear it, a helping hand for us, guys.
Send down and make this a little more interesting again. So who should get it? The warrior? The mage? Or both?
Wait, sorry, you're giving a helping hand
I don't like. Yeah, those are all bad.
to the
Yeah.
baddies? Where am I on that list? Where's the rogue? Where's the rouge? Come on.
Oh my, instant trigger there. The rouge.
Chat, if you will, help us make a decision.
The new makeup
Okay,
wielding
chat,
plus
you can
subclass.
riot.
I'll admit there is an empty slot over there. If somebody can give me an interesting enough suggestion for it, I will put it up for the vote. But as it is, I have 3 options before you. Chat, any
I
thoughts?
think
Or sorry,
Talia,
party, any thoughts?
Yes.
Talia runs
to the
in and
party.
murderizes everyone.
Dahlia's been studying real hard out in the hallway.
Is this
20
like a
minutes.
sarcastic help, or is this like an actual help?
I'm guessing
Yeah.
actual.
Thinking probably actual.
Yeah.
I don't understand why there's no help for the players.
I think we kind of got it with the stress thing a little bit.
I just
don't know
got
that.
beat
Yeah,
up by
I think
stress.
Yeah,
but
I mean-
we put a lot of stress on the
On
warrior.
the balance of it, I think it has helped you more, but
Yeah, I think
I certainly
it's-
wouldn't call it one
I
factor.
think it's.
Yeah.
I think it's been overall like, it's restricted me from doing one thing
Okay.
because my corrosion thing would now take 4 stress.
Sure.
But we're doing extra stress to the big guy who has a lot of hit points. So I think it has helped us more overall.
I think
Says the
Kara's
guy who
keeping you
hasn't
safe
been
here.
taking the stress to the face.
That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
I'm
That
just
has
like,
helped a lot,
oh, yeah,
yeah.
this has been great for me. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's so awful being
It's
a
been-
tank and having to get hit.
It's been great for me
Chat is
specifically.
tied.
That
yeah,
is tied
I
at the
do think-
moment, so
That is tied.
I'm
You
going to give
can't
this
say I'm
another
not-
second to see if we break the gridlock, but if not,
I think we need our
um,
resident MVP to come and break this tie.
that would be helpful if a Kaylee or a DJ are around. But if not, I think
DJ, this is when you can get
goes
the title back.
to John.
Oh God. All right.
Oh, hold on for now. We'll give us another second to
Yeah,
see if
I'm thinking about which would be worse.
Oh, well.
Well-
Just see.
Yeah. Okay.
The
Well,
tie
you
has
know what?
expanded.
No,
to
no, it's a
include,
three-way
the
tie.
third
That's
option.
right.
So
I have been evading a lot. That's true.
she has.
It's true. That's good. Good rationale there, Fiend.
But hey, Tormund, he evaded one whole hit. So
Did this whole
let's
campaign?
not act like that's, you know.
I
Did he
do
still
think
take
it's
damage?
a
No.
legitimate tie that we've got going on here. So, John, Tambid,
All right.
how is with you?
Shit. We're
Any
gonna
of
say the
the
mage.
options. The mage.
We're gonna say the mage. He doesn't have like 12 guys behind him.
That's true.
Maybe he doesn't need 12 guys.
The mage. Well, the mage has been selected. The smoke-filled room fades, and we're once again back among Bloomkeep proper. The sounds of battle around us. And the mage, having just fallen to the ground limply, takes a sharp inhalation of breath. There's just a slight gurgle to it as he gets up, and as you look, you can see a hole through his robes in the shape of a hammer, and you can see the hole in his chest
A cartoon.
that is now rapidly healing, refilling, but instead of the same gray color as the rest of his flesh, it is filling in this kind of gossamer black, almost like silk. It seems to ripple a little bit as he moves. It seems to expand and come back in a little bit as he breathes, but it fills the gap again, and he looks over at Morella as he stands, and he stretches, cracks his neck. He smiles,
His short little neck.
and he makes an attack.
Oh. Why, chat? Why?
As soon as he stands up, Belu is going to look over there and say, "Oh, this is a bit of a relief, actually."
Imagine how bad you're gonna feel when you explode his head.
It's an 18 to hit.
I was gonna say this time, explode his head. That finally hits. Yes. Oh man.
Belu is only doing open hand attacks at this point. No more.
Do you really think that's going to help? Armstrong, heads missed.
He's a monk now.
I guess.
Yeah, you'll feel even worse if you do it with a
Brawler.
slap.
That is 27 points of magical damage as just a shotgun blast of lightning comes shooting out of each of his fingers, aimed at Morella, each beam slamming into her chest.
Question.
Yeah.
What is our option? Like, what makes that happen?
Which
The
option?
brutal
roll?
damage,
The
like
brutal
what?
damage. Brutal is double your severe threshold.
Okay, so 27 is one below that.
Okay.
So that is
So severe damage to Morella.
yes, gonna armor one of those for sure.
And as the lightning arcs through your body and makes your muscles kind of twitch and convulse, and as the pain spreads through you and then starts to dissipate as magical attacks frequently do, the damage is still there, but the initial overall pain, shock, and burn does fade. But as you watch, the mage just kind of smiles at you now. That rage behind his eyes calm down, and he breathes in, and the spores around you kind of push up into his nostrils as he just breathes deeply of these spores all around the Bloom Keep, and he, as he breathes, grows taller. Maybe about 5'8" now. And in the back of your mind, just right at the back, just a scratch. Bloom Keep rouses, feeling a little restless. Would you roll me a what were we using last time? Was it instinct?
Yes, we were.
Why don't you roll me instinct?
Okay. Because I'm scared, that's why. Okay, 12 plus 8 is 20 plus 2 is 22 with hope.
Push down the sensation for now. The keep settles. No change yet. Spotlight back to the party.
I will spend a hope
Yep.
to have a mushroom person appear behind the mage. Just do a spell cast roll. Okay. It's 13 plus, that is a 16. It is with fear.
16 with fear does not hit.
Oh, that's scary. Okay. Let's see. Okay, well then Mushroom Man is still there.
Just standing
Not
ominously next to the mage.
Behind him, yes.
Behind him, okay. Well, I am going to use that fear roll and the fear itself to trigger our warrior out in the hall, who, looking at Tormund with a little more respect than he had when the fight started, takes a half step back and raises his voice, stepping to the side of the hall.
Guess I'm not blocking the door because it's really like kind of what, yeah.
Sufficiently, no. Okay. Lots of them are going to play with you too.
They didn't need to.
Tormund doesn't like to play with people. Lone wolf.
I think Tormund's the opposite of that.
Well then look, now you have a party and you're complaining about it.
That brings...
It's a difference of a party and a party with people you don't like.
There we go.
This is actually hilarious. There's so many people around you.
All right, I've got some attacks to make here.
It's
Tambid,
insane.
I've
Holy
got two
shit.
coming for you.
All right.
First one is an 18 to hit.
Jesus, yeah.
Second one is a 17 to hit.
Also, yes. Christ.
First hit is for 13 points of physical damage. Second one is for 5.
I'm gonna mark an armor on the first one, so I take
Okay.
2 hit points total.
All right. Tormund, it looks like I got 4 attacks on you. First one is a 16 to hit.
5? Oh, no, 4. Yes.
16 to hit, 14 to hit. It's a miss.
Do they all still have disadvantage?
It doesn't make a difference, John. Either
I
way.
would have on mine.
They seem to be attacking a little better now. No, wait, no, I lied. Morello did succeeded on that, so we do. Which ones could have mattered, Tom?
On mine?
Yeah, we'll do this real fast. So,
The 17 is my armor class, so that one would miss, or is my evasion, so that would miss, and the 18, if you roll more higher than a 1, would also miss.
so the one did miss the first attack. The second one did hit, though.
Okay, all right. The second one hit.
Correct, yes.
Okay, then I took no hit points. I marked
So
armor
the last one was
first.
a 12 to hit, Tom.
Yeah, it all hits.
Or actually, it's a 8 to hit.
That's my evasion, so I'm pretty sure that hits.
So 3 hits out of 4. First damage is 10 points of physical. Second is 9. Third is 6.
That is 3 points of damage.
Spotlight back to the party.
So one thing that I'm decent at is my armor of my thresholds. My first one's 12. So
Well, Shoot.
Yeah, I don't have that.
I'm going to point at the rangers that are in the room with us
Mhm.
and say, point at the mage. And then say, focus on this one. You will take this more, guys. I'm kind of saying that to all three of the rangers that are in the room with us.
Clever.
And then I'm going to step over to where this guy is. And I'll just... Can I step through people? Maybe skirt around them like, excuse me, let me just slide in here.
Where are you trying to get?
Basically to this sort of open square in the hallway here. This half open square.
Next
Go
to
to
Tormund.
just right behind me.
You know what? That's a question I want to check. Give me a second.
You can step through them if you have sledgehammered them to death first.
All right.
That is
You don't have
certainly
to,
correct.
actually, because they've liquidated. Let's say.
Yeah, you can make it there. As long
Okay.
as it's within your base range. And it is.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is step in here. I'm going to do an action. It's a seraph action called life support. Spend 3 hope and clear a hit point on any ally within close range. They consider close to be 10 to 30 feet. So I'm going to spend my 3 hope and clear a hit point on Morella. So Morella, you get 1 hit point back.
Oh, thank you.
And I'm going to step in through where this guy is and prep myself for my next action.
I mean, you can go for it. You didn't roll a die, so
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you're making an attack, or something like that, you can.
Well, in
Yeah,
that
do what you're
case,
doing.
I'm not going to roll a die, but I am going to spend a stress. Oh, wait, it's... Oh, yeah. This actually isn't a... This one has no cost to it either. I have 2 sort of free action, or I guess 1 costs hope. But I've got just my Divine Wielder. It's called Sparing Touch. Once per long rest, touch a creature and clear 2 hit points or 2 stress from them. So I'm going to use this action and clear 2 hit points from Tormund.
Back to back, Bailu puts his hand on Tormund and reassures him. Powers him up.
Yes.
Spotlight's still in the party.
I'll take another shot at the big guy. Still trying to wear him down.
before you do that, real quick, I'm going to look at the big guy. You needed to bring some help in, didn't you? But you know that thing where you've just been beaten to hell and you still taunt? And now go for it, damn it.
Okay, so I rolled, it's 17 plus 3 is, 20 with hope total.
That hits.
Nice.
And I'm gonna burn 2 stress to up the proficiency on this attack.
Mm-hmm.
So 14, 16 plus 6, 22 damage and 1 stress. Or 2 stress, sorry.
Nice hit. That's some major damage on our warrior. He's looking very rough at this point. Spotlight's still on the party. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna spend. Sorry, go ahead. I'll let you go first. Then I'll spend my 2.
Are you sure?
I am.
Okay. All right. You're like, yeah, I'll let her miss. That's fine. I will try
Rangers
again with this spirit thingy. Rolling. Okay. Okay, that's pretty good. That is a 20 to hit with fear.
With fear. Okay. You're targeting the mage.
Yes.
That's a hit.
Let's see. Well then. That's 16 magic damage. As he just like stabs, as if holding a really big sword, through the like black silk gossamery area on the chest.
Okay, magical long sword just thrusts through this kind of magical patchwork on the mage. How much damage was it? I'm sorry.
Oh gosh, my brain. Is it 16 or 17?
16 to 37.
16. Okay.
That is severe damage on our mage.
Hey.
Good hit.
Why?
He does spend an armor to reduce it.
So to major damage.
Oh dear. Major damage. Good job, Tom.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Nice catch. Nice catch.
That was with fear, so I get an action. Warrior is going to come swinging in at Tormund.
Oh,
That is a 13 to hit. Actually, Warrior, so no, he's good. Yeah. That's a 13 to hit. I'm going to spend a fear on that hit to make the hit for 2 people. So this is coming at Tormund and Baylor.
he's copying you a bit.
That is 13 points of physical damage to each of you as the axe comes swinging in over your Tormund's head, coming down onto Baylor.
Mark and armor, take my damage, and look back at Tormund and say, "It is the highest form of flattery."
Looks like you need
I
a
love
friend
that.
too. Spotlight back to the party.
I'm going to swing. How beat up does he look?
Pretty rough.
Okay. I'm going
Go
to
ahead.
smile. I imagine bloody teeth at this point. Meh. Yeah,
The
I did.
natural state of Calliope.
I trust him at my back. Do you yours?
Do what?
I was talking to the guy.
Oh.
Damn it, it's still not a crit. I just keep hoping. It's with fear. 21 with fear, but I'm going to make it with hope. With my Unbound Freeborn feature.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's a good call.
Is he still vulnerable? I think we
Yes.
haven't been doing that. After. But I still have resistance.
He's been vulnerable for a while.
He's been vulnerable the whole time. Anyway.
Yeah, I wouldn't have hit him
Uh,
last time without it.
Okay, so 7 and 6 plus. I'm having trouble with the D6 and the D8. 22. That's really low. But yeah,
Damage?
22. Yeah.
The
Plus
stress.
stress, right?
22 is
Plus,
low.
plus 2 stress.
Plus, yeah. I mean, yeah, on my. Yeah.
Major damage, but with the stress, that is enough to knock our warrior to the ground. Just kind of accumulation of blows against him wears him down to the point where he slumps and collapses down, stones cracking under where his body falls.
The final attack was like a stab with the tip. It said just through, like finds the throat and just straight through.
One last thing as he looks up from the ground, you can see the consciousness already fading from his eyes. He just says, "Yep." And as he closes his eyes, every warrior who is capable within close range of him is going to make an attack.
Sorry.
So that is two coming at, or I'm going to say one coming at Tambit. That is a 13 to hit.
Disadvantage.
You're right. That is a much too low to hit. Tambit is good. Two attacks coming at Bailu. First one's a miss. Right up.
Two tonight.
How does that feel, Bailu? How does
Oh,
that...
this is just Bailu's best night.
That is a 9 to hit.
Is that with disadvantage?
With disadvantage, yeah.
Yeah, that hits. Yeah.
Okay. So that was 2 attacking. Yeah, so 1 hit. Okay. That is 13 points of damage.
We'll armor it and take a single hit.
Okay, that works. And I've got 4 attacks coming at Torment.
Oh,
First
come on.
one is
Just need 2 to miss.
an 11.
Oh, dang.
With
Dang.
reduction?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. Yep. That's
Second one's a 9.
that hits.
Third attack is 7.
That misses.
Okay, and fourth attack
Come on.
is
Miss.
14.
That hits.
So
Torment's down.
3 hits. Yeah?
Torment's down, yeah.
Oh, okay.
You don't have any.
He only has 3 hit points.
I had 3 hit points left.
Like armor wise, you couldn't armor it?
They were
none
all
of the
1 hits, right?
Yeah, no matter what, basically, these little guys have not done anywhere near enough damage till now to hit my resistance threshold. It's just like
Oh, I see what you mean.
the absurdity that every hit causes 1 damage against weak enemies.
Yeah.
means-
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, sorry, we have not dealt with this yet.
3 options, right?
So there are 3 options.
Oh, I can reduce damage. I can't reduce the damage roll. With hope.
Yep.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Like there's
can't-
nothing.
Yeah.
Can you reduce damage to 0?
N-
What was the smallest hit?
They were all 1s, right?
Oh, wait, no. So
No,
we
no,
reduce
it
the
would
It
incoming
would have to be
damage.
reduced damage to prevent
The
the
damage
hit.
number.
No. So like, if you roll like a 5 on the damage dealt, then we can probably reduce that.
Yeah. Like,
But like,
I've got
it's not the hit point; it's the damage die that we can reduce.
Oh, I follow. Got it. You can't change the category. You can only change the actual roll.
yeah.
Right.
But if you hit with something that was in the single digits between
So I didn't roll the
dice,
damage
then
because
probably-
Tormund told me he was down. I can do that.
Yeah, do it and see if you get because
How low does
you've
it
got
need to
prayer
be?
dice.
To keep him up.
I've
I
got
mean-
6 available, and you've got how many?
Or more, like, I guess, like I'm looking at it because
You can
the
technically
damage
reduce
is
it to
half
0. It doesn't
because
say
of
you can't reduce it to
resistance.
0.
So as long as you roll less than 12,
Okay.
even just Belu can reduce it
Less than 12.
enough.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, there are
And
3
I have
hits
2 more.
that hit.
But you've got some as well,
I haven't
right?
rolled damage for any of them technically, so I'm going to start now. First roll.
26. Damn.
That is a. I can math. It's an 11.
Okay, I can reduce that one to nothing.
Let me do all 3 before you make your choice.
Okay.
Well, I'll allow
You can
to
maybe
do
spend
that.
fewer prayer dice.
The second roll is a 7.
This is why you guys shouldn't give up so easily.
So the 7 is like a 3 basically because of resistance.
And the
Oh,
third
4.
roll is a 10. So it's an 11,
So I can reduce
10, and a 7.
I can reduce any of those just with mine. So I'm going to spend and reduce whichever one you don't want to reduce on yourself. So I will negate.
I only have 3, so I can I can remove 3 hit points, like 3 damage, and I think the lowest that Matt did was a 7. With resistance, that'd be a 4, so I can't even reduce that one off.
Okay,
But
well,
you
I'll
just need to-
reduce the. I'll reduce the 11 or whatever, and then you've got 1 hit point left.
All right. Teamwork keeps the turtle up. There we go.
Nicely done.
So, Turtle got a little cocky against the guy, put him down, almost went down with him, but still standing. All right. I think that's pretty cool. Spotlight on the party. Wait, I lied. I'm sorry. I actually have a plan. I've been sitting on these two.
Oh, you have
here.
more.
I've been sitting on these
Okay.
two here.
There's more left. Yes.
To both
Now
highlight
this is the area
and
damage.
cast from the mage.
Right?
He's right, by the way. It is.
Do you all want to negate those two pair?
I think at this point that'd be a good idea, but
Yeah, I think
I feel
so.
like this is the
Spending
place
two
to
of
do it.
your
'Cause we are
resources.
about to die.
I think we have to because otherwise
and
Tormund goes
Morella's
down.
low. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What? How many do you have left after this?
who's the
We've
keeper
used
of those?
We started
used
with
one.
11.
we've used 3 because we took away your action and then the
Right.
thing that you did on your action.
Yes.
So this would be 5 of those used, so we would have 6 left.
For anybody
Started
who's
with 11.
unclear what's happening here, in the past, on a different chat vote, the group was awarded a number of items that essentially they were able to trade their hope in to power up an ability to cancel out my fear. So this is their. So this is your 5th use, John?
4th and 5th. 4th and 5th, yeah.
So they have 6 remaining, but they did just cancel out both fear I was planning on using there. So spotlight back to the party. Well played.
Okay. I'm going to grab Tormund kind of by the back of his shell and just sort of lead him back down the hallway away from the largest group of those guys. So I'm going to move myself probably sort of back in this neighborhood, and then I would pull Tormund. I can't grab, but I'd pull him back with me out of the middle of the group, basically. Like, let's get you over here, buddy. Kind of deal.
Yeah, right next to this mage over here.
Well, I mean, I'd pull him back, and then I'd maybe point at the stairs and go, it may be a bit safer for you upstairs for a short while. Perhaps you can heal yourself temporarily.
To provide cover for this move, I will say this is when the ranger volley goes off. And as directed, that is 3 arrows arcing toward our mage. Who I will say is harder to hit now. We haven't picked up on that.
So he sounds right.
Instead, range's first shot is a hit.
Yes.
Whew. Range and nomad hit. God damn, everybody but Timbo. Okay.
Look at this Timber guy is, but he needs to step it up.
Timba's been terrible this whole fight.
Yeah,
We're
he
gonna cut
has
him loose
been
after this
great.
operation.
That is.
I think it's because Tormund tried to attack him.
As
Tim's just the worst.
we
That was great.
bleed 4 hit points off the mage as 2 of the arrows hit, digging deep into him. His eyes flare red and he looks away from Morella at the Rangers. Yeah, you know what? We're getting to the end. I have 2 fear left.
Oh,
Then I have to take your turn, but not to actually do anything on your turn? How weird would that be?
We're tight.
Incorrect. The mage lifts his hand and looks around at the room. He looks at Tormund slumped against Bailu. He looks at the rangers who just fired a volley of arrows at him. He looks at Morella in the corner. And a beam of light connects from 5 of his fingers to 5 targets. A beam appears on the chest of each Simia in the room. Not counting Tambit. Bailu
you're gonna say Timpa.
and Morella.
Not counting me?
No, everybody. It's everybody but Tormund and Tambit.
Now I am your shield.
I'm gonna make one roll for this. It's one attack.
Performance tries to like push Belu out of the way.
You're too weak.
A 15 to hit.
15 to hit who?
All of you.
Everybody.
Okay. And I assume he's not suffering from any. I don't think it would
He is
matter.
not. No.
I don't think
Make-
he can take enough off.
Yeah.
Okay. How much damage does it do?
That is the question. That's pretty good. That is 19 points of damage.
Oh,
Okay. We can armor that, right?
Yep,
It's not direct. Okay.
correct.
Armor left.
I will say that that is sufficient to drop all three of the rangers.
and a
The 15
Baylor
hit them?
who only has 2 hit points available. But that hits
Yeah.
the
Can
severe
they go out in a
threshold.
blaze of glory?
I hadn't considered that.
Tom, give me a prayer dice.
Oh, I'm going to throw a prayer dice.
Okay. Now it's only going to drop me by 2 hit points, which is all
I'm
I
going to
You're
go
still
with-
down.
Are you really like? Oh my god!
So I will allow a group blaze of glory for the 3 rangers as they drop. If you all would like to decide what they do with it.
I mean, do we?
Oh.
They for sure are gonna like.
Blaze of glory.
They can't avoid death or.
No, they are gone.
Are their evasion is as low as 15?
Yes. They are like level 1 characters in comparison.
Oh, okay.
I'm going
Why did you bring
Um,
level 1 characters into a level 3 dungeon?
I feel like
I mean, it's a level
do we
3
wanna have 'em-
dungeon where enemies get to resurrect and print more enemies. So you know, it's
they haven't been using abilities like I have. Do they have any of those, or are they just straight up
I
fire?
haven't given them any, but if you want to pick a basic ranger ability that they would have access to,
Well, the basic ranger ability is spend 3 hope to target 3 people instead of 1 with an attack.
I'll allow it.
And do they all have 3 hope?
For the sake of this, I'll allow the group to spend the hope for them.
Oh, yeah, we're
You
not
only
gonna
have to
have
spend
that.
it once.
Oh,
So
3 hope
if
total.
The group spends 3 hope total. I'll allow this.
I have to use my 1 hope to avoid death.
That's fair.
Does anybody have 1 free? I can give 2. This will hit 9 people.
Yeah. I can give a hope.
3 hope spent. 9 targets are available.
What do you guys think? Is it better to hit 9 minions or hit the mage 3 times and 6 minions? I lean towards mage and 6 minions.
I mean, this is rough because like the
I'm
minions.
being generous here. I'm actually going to, I think, limit this. You can target
Fair.
and every enemy can be targeted once. No doubling up.
Okay, so like we
Mostly
could do
one
1
shot
to the
minions.
mage, 1 to the mage, and then 8 minions.
If you
I think,
want to.
I think that's our only option then, right? 1 shot to the mage, 8 shots to minions.
We will get to that, and it will succeed because that is how Blaze of Glory works. In fact, it critically succeeds. We're already bending things a bit with this,
Yeah.
but that's fine. But let's first, Belu, what is your situation?
So I have lost all of my hit points.
Okay.
I've got a few options if you go and lose all of your hit points, right?
Mhm.
Daggerheart allows you for a few options. One of them would be to avoid death. That is sort of the surefire way. This is where you would, if you have a hope, which I did have one left, you spend that hope and you will, at that point, just fall unconscious. Now, while you're unconscious, your character can't move or act. They can't be targeted by an attack. They cannot be. And they return to consciousness when an ally clears one or more hit points or if the party finishes a long rest. After you fall unconscious, you roll a hope die. If its value is equal to or under your character's level, you gain a scar. As cool as that would be, because I would have, so I'd have to be like, what, 3 or lower?
3 or lower, yeah. What is it? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So you're rolling a d12.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So I rolled a 12.
Okay.
So I don't get a cool scar. Oh, that would have been cool. So that's one option. Another option is you can do what the Simia are doing. The Simia Rangers are doing. You can go out into Blaze of Glory, which is kind of a cool, like, kick-ass, big narration, like, final stand kind of action, which is awesome. And then another option would be to do what's called Risk It All, where you roll your duality dice. If the hope die is higher, then your character stays on their feet and you clear an amount of hit points or stress equal to the value of that hope die. You can divide between the two. If you roll and your fear die is higher, then you, as it says, you cross through the Veil of Death.
Indeed.
And if you critically succeed, your character stays up and clears all hit points and all stress. Now, we're rolling a bunch of crits, but I did not feel good going with that option. So
So
I
you're
did the
going
more.
with avoid death,
I'm going with Avoid Death.
and you already rolled, and you got a 12.
Rolled and I got a 12.
Nice card. Bailu falls unconscious as the beams of energy flick out from the mage's fingers to all 5 targets. And as Bailu falls, the rangers, mortally wounded, falling to the ground even as they reach for their quivers one last time, they each grab a handful of arrows. And just with that last moment of focus, that crystal clarity of they are about to die, they are going to use that last energy as well as they possibly can. Each one of them brings a handful of arrows to string and looses, and 9 arrows flick through, crisscrossing through the room. One of them flies unerringly right into that silken chest mark on the mage, where it punctures and seems to go all the way through the front, out the back, and this light, this white light, and this kind of reddish smoke pour out of the wound before it closes up for a moment. But he calls out in pain. The other 8 shots, however, unerringly find their targets, dropping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more mercenaries fall to the ground, arrows unerringly hitting eyes, throats, hearts. The fleshing of Tempest's friend's arrows leave a grim reminder of their usefulness in this fight, even as they fall to the ground, their bodies limp, their eyes still. Spotlight back to the party.
Yeah, seeing that, I'd like to, like, as part of the move, I want to fire and then move. Right, that's how I do it in Daggerheart. Do it kind of together.
Yeah, they're combined.
I want to shoot at the mage, but then head towards the minions.
Okay. Fire your shot.
That's a 24 with hope.
Excellent shot. Certainly hits. Roll your damage.
I'm gonna use my last 2 stress to up my proficiency by 1. Okay, that's 8 and 16 damage.
16 damage. Well, I didn't narrate exactly what had happened to our magey friend after that attack previously, but he had spent the last of his armor to minimize the damage from the Simia attack, at which point he had 3 hit points left. He has no armor,
That's severe.
and you just dealt severe damage.
I'm not stressed if it's severe. So cool. So yeah, I saw him kill all of my friends, and then I shot him in the side of the head.
With a perfect shot, even as he disappears down the hallway to deal with other threats, Tambid looses an arrow over the slumped forms of Belu and Tormin. Not entirely certain what happens to Morella as she's off in the other room, still having a staring contest with the mage, but not for long, as this shot flies right into the side of the mage's head, thunking in, not making it out the other side, the momentum taking the mage over straight down, and for the second time today, in just a matter of moments, the mage falls dead to the ground. As he does so, there is a cry of surprise from the remaining minions, and they look around confused, and they start to wipe at their nose and scrub at their eyes. And something was protecting these warriors before. It is no longer. The spores of Bloomkeep now go to work, and within moments, the rest of the minions fall to the ground. And battered, bloody, but not beaten by any real measure, you're out of combat.
I've used so many resources to try to stay alive in this one. And Tormin is going to just like kind of stumble. Damn it, check that there's not more of them in the other side rooms. I'm going to check, does Belu look stable-ish, like breathing?
Yes, he's unconscious, but his breathing is less labored than you might have feared, and certainly present.
You okay, Morella? I see Morella walking by close.
No. Just gonna check Belu though, because that is the priority at the moment.
I'm going to spend 3 hope and just dump some healing into him. It's like jolt of energy. It is not well focused. It is not. It is pure Seraph hit point healing energy and letting the body heal itself as it needs to with the energy. Like going to sit down back against the wall of this small room. Look at the 3 dead Simia. Look at the miscellaneous dead warriors, and I guess they did have his back. I'm just going to like rest a bit. Kind of crashing on himself.
Belu, it doesn't take long before your senses come back to you. Your head is groggy, you're in pain, but your eyes do flutter open and you see the scene around you, and you're able to ascertain that the immediate danger is past at least.
Looks like we won, then.
Yeah, I mean, Gambit's friends are over there. We scraped by whatever Morella did to the spores, the healing that, you gave, and some divine intervention here and there. But yes, we won. Certainly been in worse outcomes after a battle. Not many. This
I
in
was
awake
gonna
at least this time.
get up where he's laying and kind of lean up on his elbows and look around. What is Tambid? Did he make it through?
Oh,
All right.
he's fine. He's looking around to make sure that there's no more that came out. He's in that hallway over there.
Okay, that is good.
Tambid, you still okay? Oh shit, I can't yell. Sorry. Tambid, you still alive back there?
You're so loud, yelling.
Kind of
I'm
back
actually going
in
to
and
get yelled
say-
at in real life if I do
I'm
this.
going to need you to bring the energy down a bit, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry, John, what was that?
just hearing that, I'll just peek my head back around and be like, yeah, I'm gonna make sure rooms are clear. And then I'll dip back
Poking
around.
your head around. There are two other rooms on this floor that you can check. One is just a gigantic hall filled with long tables. There are 3 fireplaces that are still roaring and full of fresh wood. You can see basic supplies and gear scattered about, as well as another dozen mercenaries dead in this room.
Dead in this room?
Dead in this room.
Okay. Real quick, I'll run over and check the other room as well, just to be safe.
It's empty. There's a pair of doors that double doors that seem like they might lead outside, and there's a series of statues in this room, but there are no living entities.
Okay, then I'll head back. Oh. Yeah, it looks like there were a bunch more guys in the room to the left, but seems they died with the others. So this floor at least is clear. I would guess also downstairs and upstairs.
Would we perhaps get what we came for and leave this place?
Yeah, get
I assume you two
the
would
floor and get the fuck out of here.
be good to leave your friends in a place other than this as well.
Out of here. Yeah.
I am sorry for your loss, Tambid.
I just nod, and then I just kind of lay them in a more flat position, not a just collapsed in death for now until we can get them out.
Okay.
Find the floor.
All right.
Let's just get out of here.
Bear's gonna
As
walk over.
the battle has ended,
Okay.
one thing that you notice is that slowly, but with a very obvious trend, the lights start to rise again in Bloomkeep. The luminescence on the walls, the mushrooms, all start to once again add their kind of multicolored chorus of light to the room, giving an almost oddly whimsical look to all the death around you. The spores have settled down, the mist relaxing down into the ground.
Is such a waste. All of these people to be here. Is this spore really worth all of the deaths and just effort that was gone to acquire it?
It could be. They can fuel some really powerful magic.
You know just as well as I do, Billy, that people will send other people to their death for very meaningless things.
Yes. Do not usually get pulled into just situations when they happen. They're very much looking forward to being back on a different path to this one. And let us help Tambit find his spore, and then we will leave.
Yeah, after I'm done with the bodies, I'm ransacking the mage, then the warrior, for looking for the spore. If they have anything else, great, cool. But
Neither is carrying a spore. The mage is carrying a spell book. It is in black leather and has this kind of purple pentagonally cut gem embedded on the front cover. When you open it, the pages appear to be blank. But I think just touching it, you get the sense that there is some power in this book. Your fingertips kind of tingle where they hold it.
I throw it in my pack and then check. Don't look at it any deeper, and then I go check the warrior.
The warrior had a pouch with 200 gold in it, as well as 2 healing potions and 2 stress potions, or whatever they're called. I'm blanking on the term.
You see
Oh, that's all they
stress
have.
potion?
Yeah, they are stress potions.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I have the name right, but they reduce stress. Obviously.
The stamina.
Yeah.
potion.
Okay. Marla, do you think you can get that door open upstairs?
Yeah, I
Maybe
could
it is
try it
open.
again.
I'll head to check the door.
Tambid, you know, if anything comes out of that door, like anything that gets a hit on us, we're gone.
Well, you stay down here then, and I'll go up.
Oh.
As I go up the stairs, I just shout back, if you hear loud noises, just leave.
I look at Belu. What is his reaction to this?
Belu is already shaking his head in a semi-amused, but also like kind of giving you the like, let him do his thing.
Yeah.
But he's
Not
also going to
Belu's
kind
looking
of
to
start.
get up.
He's
Tambit's kind of
he is
doing like
rolling up slowly.
Yeah.
Tambit's kind of doing a little bit like the Karlak rage out in the inn, in BG3 right now, except without being on fire.
Not setting the whole fungal
And
fortress.
Morella, are you
Yeah,
accompanying
like
him upstairs?
I'm going.
I wanted to ask, are the stairs just like normal stairs?
Yeah, they're just a
normal
stone
stone.
spiral staircase. Goes up through the center of the room.
I guess, is there any fungrally wall up there?
Up above, yes, definitely. I mean, all the wall is fungal.
Okay. Because
Sorry, when I say stone, I
right.
do mean, petrified mycelium. Like it is standard fungal construction.
Roots.
Okay. Well, I wanted to check on the keep, like network-wise.
You feel the
Just
keep
like if you can,
sorry, go ahead.
yeah, like it's not still all angry or whatever. And
No, you can tell.
Yeah.
You can sense it kind of relaxing. You can sense that it feels more normal like this, not defending, not attacking, not doing anything. It's just existing, growing, providing shelter. The one thing that jumps out at you as you reach into that sense where you've connected with this keep is a warning for you specifically about the door above you.
Like right now? It's
Yeah.
warning me?
Yeah, it's warning you that there is danger for you at that door.
Okay. Well, in true Morella fashion, I will not notify Tambit of that, and I will just not follow him all the way up.
Yeah, I'm already gone. So
So Morella stalks Tambit at a distance as he heads up. Tambit, what do you do?
I go. It's still like, is the lock still trickling that liquid? I plugged it with the arrowhead or with the arrow earlier, but
No, it's stopped. And in fact, as you approach, you feel kind of a warm glow from your pack, and you hear a
oh,
followed by a whoosh sound, like something draining.
something draining. Okay. If I open my pack, do I see anything that seems to be doing that? I can think of
There's
two
some
things.
residual glow. The draining sound is coming from the other side of the door. To be clear,
From the other side of the door.
there is some
Okay.
residual glow on the book as you approach the door.
Ooh. Okay. I think I'm still in rage mode, so I'm just gonna shove the book back in the pack and then try to push the door open, avoiding the pool of whatever liquid if it is still there.
You push the door open, the door that was nearly immovable for your party earlier, and it swings open perfectly normally, opening into a kind of small antechamber. It's maybe 10 feet long and 5 feet across. There's some like running tables along the side, sconces on the wall, and everything in this room is kind of dripping wet and has this thick, acrid, like chemical smell to it. You recognize the scent of ammonia, I think, but beyond that, there are other things at play here. There seems to be almost kind of like a green vapor that's dissipating very quickly as the liquid seems to evaporate in the air now that there's so little of it. The room is drying rapidly around you. And while you feel slightly itchy as you step in, there are no other effects. There's another door across from it, along at the other end of this antechamber. It doesn't appear to have a lock on it.
And anything like no sign of anything that might hold a golden spore
Not in here, no.
in this room. Okay, I'll move to the next door. I'll try to open it.
Next door, and you find what appears to be a council room. A large wooden table rests in the center. There are various books and maps spread about. You can see what appear to be empty drinks and cups lying around the table. There are no bodies here. A quick examination of the room, which is all it takes. It's an ornate room, but it's not very filled. There is the table at the center. There's a chandelier hanging above. There are chairs around the table, and that is it inside of this room. There's only one item in this room that actually catches your attention for any length of time, with one exception. I will say your eyes are drawn to a certain oddity. Of all these maps on the table, of all these pieces of parchment laying across the table, there is not a word of writing. There is not a mark, a circle, a line, nothing. These maps are not annotated. These papers are blank. But probably most important to you, there is a large iron key sitting on the top of one of the table. It's the only thing that seems even remotely relevant.
No further doors, right? Just
Nope.
Just the one I came through.
This is the end
All
of the
right,
line.
I'll grab the key and I'll go back down. Once I get back to the level with everybody else, I say it's not upstairs, checking down. And just continue down.
And as you come down to the, for the first time, the basement floor of the keep, you find yourself standing before a large iron portcullis. For clarity for anybody who isn't aware of what that is, door with metal bars, essentially. Like you can see through it, but there are iron bars that fill up the door. It's meant to be raised and lowered. There is a large iron
Castles.
portcullis with a what was that, Tom?
For castles.
Yes,
is where
correct.
people-
With a large keyhole in the center. Beyond the portcullis, you can see into the room beyond it. It appears to be a dungeon or prison. There are half a dozen cells.
Half a dozen what? I'm sorry?
Cells. Prison cells.
Prison cells. Okay.
In addition to those cells, you do see a dais on the far end of the room. And floating above that dais is the golden spore.
I'm just going to try the key. I'm not going to do anything else. Work?
It fits like it was made for it. It probably was.
Yeah.
The portcullis, when the key turns, raises on its own. Some feat of engineering or magic, you're not sure.
I go to the spore and I pick it up.
And as you approach the spore and you pick it up and you feel the warm glow. To be clear, golden spore is, I'm not sure if euphemistic is the right word, but it's metaphorical. It glows with kind of this inner light. The actual material is very natural, almost feels like moss in your hands. But it does glow quite brightly, and you can't help but feel the power of the thing as your fingers touch it. And as your fingers close around that spore, you're aware of two things. The first is that this spore, you've never held one before. They're rare, exceptionally rare for non-fungal to encounter. But you can tell just from that initial feeling, like the power is there, but it feels drained, lessened. The spore has been used for something, best you can tell. The other thing that you become aware of is the sound of fabric scraping on stone, the sound of a throat being cleared, and as you turn in reaction to that sound, you see sitting cross-legged in the final cell directly across from the dais where the golden spore was is a large furball that you're unsure how you missed the first time. He sits in tattered clothes of white and red, and on his arm is a band with the symbol of the Red Dawn, with a black X through the symbol. And he looks at you as you're holding the golden spore and says, "Well, are you going to let me out or not?"
Why would I do that?
And that is where we will stop for this week. Next week, we'll come back and maybe we'll hear why Tam didn't do that. Thank you all for playing. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you enjoyed helping us write the story. We'll be back with more next week.